Learning and innovation are two words that go side by side. The best organizations in the world focus a lot on harnessing the power of learning and innovation to create products and solutions that support their customers and transform our world. Creating a culture of learning and innovation should therefore be uppermost in the minds of serious business and organizational leaders. The challenge therefore is, how do you create a learning organization? How do you foster a culture of innovation? At the heart of these two issues is your people, and your goal is to get your people to take ownership for their learning and growth and use the opportunities that learning provides to drive innovation. Thinking about this deeply and watching very closely how individuals throw away opportunities to learn and grow, I came up with this model called CLICK, which consists of 5 simple yet powerful actions to create a culture of self-motivated learning and innovation. So, let's work together through each of the key elements of the model CLICK. C. C is for challenge. Now, the first thing that individuals and organizations need to be able to do is to recognize the opportunity that challenges offer and work to understand and clarify challenging situations. So, rather than give up too easily or contract out a problem, we need to embrace the potential opportunity that each challenge brings and work hard to clarify our challenges, asking questions: what, why, who, where, when, and how. Questions that will help us uncover new ideas and perspectives to our challenges. You see, too often I see people react to challenges by giving up or handing it over to a consultant. True learning organizations that pursue innovation will do the exact opposite. They will embrace the challenge and take ownership of it by asking the right questions. Challenges occur sometimes when we have problems, when we experience failure, or when we need to respond to our competition or even to regulation. The next time you are faced with a challenge, embrace and clarify rather than give up and contract. The next L is for learning. Now, arising from embracing and clarifying the challenge, you will learn something new. Something new about the situation, about yourself, about your organization, or even the competition. Learning is not about the mere exposure or acquisition of knowledge. Real learning happens when we do a number of things. When we unlearn the things that have brought us here, when we are courageous enough to practice what we have been exposed to, and when we are willing to teach others what we have now learnt. Building on the learning, the next is I, which is to innovate. I have found that there is absolutely no way that you would have truly learned new things about any situation that you will not be immediately propelled to come up with new ideas from your learning. You see, innovation goes beyond ideas. It is much more about refining those ideas, selecting the most appropriate solutions, and implementing these solutions to create value for yourself and your organization. Beyond innovation comes the big C, change. You see, if you have truly innovated and created value, then you have just moved the productivity frontier further. You have created a change. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the real reason why we should learn in the first place, to create change. Imagine how far we have come with a challenge that we could have easily ignored or passed over as someone else's headache. We have moved on from there to learning, innovating, and now creating change. You see, you too can create meaningful changes in your organization, not just by complaining, whining, and bickering from the sidelines, but by getting actively involved in making that change happen. Finally, the K. So it is CLICK. K stands for know. One of the first fruits of learning and innovation is knowledge. And like my father always said to me, nobody can take away what you know. Now, I'm not just talking about knowledge from a book that you read or a degree that you earned, but real experiential knowledge, the type that really transforms and pushes the frontiers of productivity. Here's my theory. In spite of our abundant investment in education in Nigeria, we know very little because we haven't been bold enough to embark on the journey of true learning and innovation like I have described using the click model. My challenge to any professional or organization wanting to set itself apart as a thought leader, a top brand, or a business partner of choice is very simple. Focus on self-motivated learning and innovation with click. Remember, challenge, learn, innovate, change, and know. Embrace and clarify challenges. Learn by unlearning, applying, and teaching. Innovate by translating ideas to valuable solutions. Change something by getting off the sidelines and becoming the guru, the epicenter of knowledge.